Most people spend more time picking a Netflix show than they do deciding who gets their life savings when they die. That's not a joke, it's a quiet financial catastrophe waiting to happen inside millions of accounts right now. We're talking about beneficiary designations. And if your eyes just glazed over, that reaction is exactly why families lose hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year to probate courts, estranged relatives, and outdated paperwork. One unmarked line on a form can override your entire will, your final wishes, and 20 years of careful planning all at once. Here's the machinery running underneath this. When you open a retirement account, a life insurance policy, or even a brokerage account, you're handing the institution a private contract that supersedes everything else. It doesn't matter what your will says, because the beneficiary designation on that form is the law. Think of it like a treasure map you drew in 1998 and forgot about, except the X still marks the spot. And now your ex-spouse is standing on it. Courts have upheld outdated beneficiary forms naming ex-partners, deceased parents, and estranged siblings simply because no one updated the paperwork after a divorce, a death, or a falling out. The optimism of, "I'll get around to it," is the single most expensive financial attitude in America. We set these accounts up during a good week, name someone obvious, and then never look at it again for decades, while our entire life reorganizes itself around us. Here's where the contingent beneficiary enters, and this is the part almost nobody does. A contingent beneficiary is your backup, the person or entity who inherits if your primary beneficiary dies before you or alongside you in an accident. Without one, that asset could be forced into probate, stripped by legal fees, and delayed for months or years while your family waits. History is full of these lessons, and they don't get easier to hear. In 2015, a Supreme Court case, Sveen versus Malin, reminded the country that federal law often governs retirement accounts separately from state divorce statutes, meaning a state law that removes an ex-spouse automatically simply doesn't apply to your 401k. People assume their estate attorney handled it, or that their HR department updated it, or that their spouse just automatically inherits, and statistically, all three of those assumptions are regularly, painfully wrong. The IRS doesn't care about your assumptions. It cares about the form. Now let's demystify the biggest misconception. Naming a minor child directly as a beneficiary is not protection, it's a problem. Courts will appoint a guardian to manage those assets until the child turns 18, meaning a stranger or a relative you didn't choose may control your money for years. The smarter move is to name a trust as beneficiary for minor children, or to work with an estate attorney to establish a custodianship structure that keeps control exactly where you want it. It takes one appointment and a little paperwork, and it is the difference between your wishes being honored and your wishes being irrelevant. Practically speaking, your action item is embarrassingly simple. Pull up every financial account you own this week and screenshot every beneficiary designation. Check your 401k, your IRA, your life insurance, your HSA, any annuity, and any payable on death bank account, because each one of those is a separate form that can contradict the others. Update after every major life event: a marriage, a divorce, a death, the birth of a child, or a significant change in your relationship with anyone named on those forms. Discipline here isn't complicated, it's just calendar reminders and a little administrative courage to face the paperwork. At its core, this is about deciding who you trust with the life you built, and refusing to let bureaucratic inertia make that decision for you. The discipline of reviewing designations regularly, sizing your estate plan carefully, and staying consistent in your updates will outlast any market cycle, any financial trend, and any clever strategy. You can't control when you'll need this plan to work, but you can absolutely control whether it's ready when that moment comes. Preparation is the only inheritance you can guarantee. And if you're ready to take the next step in protecting and growing what you've worked for, whether that's real estate investing, home contracting projects, or finding the right lender, check out the links in the description below.